Go, Holly.
Hi.
Hello.
And we can say,
Jeez.
yay, you're there. You
That's
are
right.
in the last module. So.
And the last week.
Yes.
Okay.
And so,
Whoa,
there
goes
goes
my
the
cord. Oh, well.
computer cord.
We're all right.
It's cheering with us.
That's right.
So we're going to, and this is a short module, so I think you'll really appreciate that. And it's, I hope, a fun one, because we've got the Black Death, and we've got...
Avignon Papacy.
And museum tours and the whole 9 yards. Well, anyway, this is 1300 to 1500. Mm-hmm. And so, well, to start with, we are going to cover the Black Death. So there'll be those wonderful medical aspects that I think everybody gets interested in. And we'll get some nice slurred descriptions of it, as well as some primary source material from the time.
And the piece that I'm going to have you look at is you're going to be reading the rite of the anointing of the sick. And the reason is because you're going to see, hopefully through reading that, what the effect of the Black Death has on the clergy in the church. And the issue here is going to be, because of what this is, it's going to affect the church for centuries coming up. So hopefully you'll be able to make that connection, because that's going to be one of your questions.
So this is where that light bulb goes off.
That's right. Ding, 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 ding. Pay attention.
Okay. We're also going to have a very, very, very short stop on the Silk Road, which, if you think back to the brainstorming thread you did at the very beginning of the course, if you actually page back through that, what we kind of want to do is come back to that idea of East meets West. And the Silk Road really is a connector from medieval Europe all the way through several countries that have been in the news for us here now, lately, all the way through to China. And so that trade route wasn't just trading in goods, such as silk, it was also trading in culture. And so we see a lot of connections that are made along that route. So we just want to kind of touch base on that very quickly as well.
And in our music module, we see the final big development of music in this time, which is harmony. We suddenly get more than one melody being sung at one time. And why it took them hundreds of years to figure that out, I don't know. But you're going to see how in Paris, at Notre Dame, they become the center of the development of harmony in Europe, which leads us right into all the other stuff that comes afterwards. So we'll be looking at that.
The other piece from a church perspective is the Avignon Papacy. This ends up being a big deal because this is a lot of times referred to as the Western Schism. You remember the Great Schism between Christianity? Well, the Avignon Papacy sometimes is referred to as the Western Schism because this is when the papacy moves from Rome to Avignon, France, and another pope is elected in Rome, and this goes on for over 70-some years. Some estimate close even to 100 before they, not 1,000, 100 before they
lived a long time
before they get it ironed out. And you're going to be introduced to St. Catherine of Siena, who is one of my favorites. Just a brilliant lady, a lot of chutzpah. She goes and visits the Pope and kind of reams him out, which is great.
Which you're going to do next fall.
No, I'm not going to ream him out, but I'm going to go see the Pope. I'm excited.
Yeah,
but anyway, so the Avignon Papacy is a really interesting time within the Roman Catholic Church. Well, really, again, within Christianity. We have the Greek Orthodox Church and kind of the Roman Catholic. We still don't have the Lutheran Reformation yet. So when we talk about Roman Catholic, we're still talking about all of Christianity other than Greek Orthodox. Okay.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So.
But I'm so glad you clarified because I, for the longest time, would get the Great Schism and the Western Schism mixed up because,
too many schisms.
Yes.
So it's a different one.
That's
okay?
right.
All right.
Get your schisms on.
Okay, then we have the coolest part of the whole course.
We're so excited.
I can't wait to... We cannot wait to see what you think about this because we just did it, and we have to thank Jessica Sanderson and Garrick Duquette so much for helping us to put this together. But we went to the museum, and in the past, we've offered the option of doing like this final exam or going and doing a museum tour on your own with these handouts we give you with very clear directions. Well, sometimes we always had at least a couple people do it, and they loved it. But that's really difficult for people, especially in an online course.
Yeah,
we put this one together, and We've got, I mean, they just made it wonderful for you. And so we're really excited to see what you think, because now everybody can do it. So this museum tour that you're going to have, the virtual museum tour, is taking the place of your final reflection, so you won't have any more reflection pieces. And it's also going to be the equivalent of your final exam. So we hope that will be a very fun wrap-up to the course.
Yeah, and you'll still have an option. We're going to post 2 worksheets. So if there are those of you who live in Toledo, close by the museum, and you actually want to go and see the actual stuff, you can do that. But for those of you who can't make it, can't get to the museum, live too far away, prefer the virtual, there will be a different worksheet attached to that one. So you're going to basically be looking at the same stuff, kind of doing the same thing. But obviously, if you're going to go to the museum, you need kind of different directions. So you're in the right gallery looking at the right thing versus the people who do it online.
And if you do go, drop us an email. Because if we're around or on campus, I mean, it's close enough we could walk over and maybe touch base with you. So.
Yeah, and it is exciting. We had a lot of fun with it. The people in the museum were quite entertained by our presence.
After our lectures.
And people were walking by staring at us. But it was a lot of fun. So we hope that you enjoy it as much as we did doing it. The other piece with that is we hope that you understand that what we're again trying to get you to do is integrate everything that we have talked about for these 8 weeks into one final piece. So we're going to be looking at saints and Christianity and art and architecture, and all of that is going to get wrapped into this museum piece. So,
except you're kind of left out.
Yeah, Jim's kind of left out on the music angle because nobody hummed through the tour of the museum. So
that's okay. We've got enough music.
You've got enough music. Okay.
Yeah, enough music. So anyway, after that huge send up, who's going to want to go do it in person?
I know.
You're
all going to want to watch it. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you so much. We hope you enjoyed the course. We certainly enjoyed teaching you.
Yep.
It's a good experience.
We always have fun with this course. Holly and I love teaching together, and doing it online is another privilege because we get to experiment with some things. So God bless. Thanks for your hard work, and enjoy spring break.
Oh, yes. Definitely. We'll all enjoy it.
Take care.
Bye.